Hi there. We just launched 2 new AI features that are going to help you transform how you build AI-powered conversations with Turn.io: agents and memory. Let's start with agents. Unlike other AI blocks that do a single task and continue the journey, agents hold a conversation and continue replying to a user until whatever goal you set for it is achieved. It can also detect whatever the user is trying to achieve and branch your journey depending on that, giving you full control over how your journey should behave depending on what users are trying to do. This is actually a very powerful feature, enabling you to create multi-agent workflows, giving you control of your token spend by splitting context between specialized agents. Let's look at a real example. I created a simple multi-agent workflow where I have an agent that's responsible for triaging, another agent that's responsible for scheduling an appointment, and another agent that's responsible for answering frequently asked questions like, where are your clinics located? What are your opening hours? Let's see how this actually works in practice. I'm going to start, and the first agent replying to me is going to be the triage agent. And it's trying to understand what I'm actually trying to do. I'm going to say, I want to schedule an appointment. Now, I was sent to the scheduling agent that has very specific instructions on the kind of information that it should ask me and what order. I'm going to start this again, and you can see how it's going to now route me to a different agent or a different part of my journey depending on what I tell it. I have an intent here that's called emergency that branches the journey depending on if the user has an emergency or not. So I'm now going to say, I'm bleeding. And you're going to be able to see that it said I'm routing you to a nurse, which is the behavior that I specify here in my journey and routed me to an operator. You can define whatever intents you want to define and whatever instructions you want to define. This is completely up to you how you want your own service to work. Now, let's look at memory. Turn now keeps tabs on your conversation and automatically passes the conversation to your model so that it can apply with whatever historical context of a conversation it needs to have. This is completely customizable, so if you decide to pass none of the memory, you can do that. This is especially helpful for situations where memory actually doesn't matter for whatever AI is replying to, but in most cases, you'll want to set this to conversation. Conversation is defined by time. By default, we set 2 hours, but you can change this value to whatever you'd like. This way, if the user comes back after a certain amount of time because they were busy with something else, the model will have awareness of what was happening and what was being talked about before and can continue the conversation naturally. We can't wait to see what you do with these 2 features.